Shalom, everybody. Welcome back to this channel, Deception from the Beginning. Today's topic is about proclaiming the Father's power, proclaiming the Creator's name, because His name is His power and His power is His name. So I just want to give the Most High today all the praises, all the glory, all the honor in proclaiming His name, and letting His power, His name is His power, letting that be known. Because we know that Satan deceived the whole world and he did it from the beginning. And because of that, right, even though the Father's power is clearly seen, like we are living here every single day, it is clearly seen, yet it is not seen. Yet people do not see it. It is hidden to them because of deception. But yeah, so today I'm just proclaiming the Father's power and proclaiming His name. That's it. Okay? So, I just give the Father all the praises, all the glory, all the honor, all the esteem, and all the thanks. All the thanks to who? Ahaya, Asha, Ahaya. That means the I am that I am, who is, was, and will forever be. Okay, Ahaya, Asha, Ahaya, who is given, gave. That's the one I'm giving all the praises, all the glory, all the honor, and all the esteem to. Ahaya, Asha, Ahaya, who is given, gave. Ahaya, Asha, Ahaya, whose spirit, word, and power. Ahaya, Asha, Ahaya, whose breath we are all living off of. Let me say that one more time. Ahaya, Asha, Ahaya, whose breath we are all living off of. Okay? Ahaya, Asha, Ahaya, who is the creator of all that there is. Ahaya, Asha, Ahaya, who holds all power and none can stay his mighty hand. Okay? Ahaya, Asha, Ahaya, who is from what? Everlasting to everlasting. Ahaya, Asha, Ahaya, the existing one. Ahaya, Asha, Ahaya, who is all truth, all righteous, who is long suffering and of tender giving kindness. Okay? Ahaya, Asha, Ahaya, whose name is His power. And whose power is His name. Let us proclaim His power to all the earth. His power, let us proclaim His name to all the earth. Okay? So, simple question, right? Why is this sky here? And I typed up in Google, I was like, why is this sky here? I mean, obviously I know why it's here, but I typed it up and I found every single thing outside of the sky's here because the Father put it here. I found all the purpose and the function, how great and wonderful the sky is, and blah, blah, this, and everything wonderful, right? But when I read all of that, all I can do is say hallelujah and give the Father praises, right? But in all of that writing, you're never, ever going to find anyone mention, right, of the Father's name, of the Father that who put it there, of the Creator who put the sky there. Okay, you're never going to find that. You're going to find it attributed to the Big Bang Theory. You're going to find everything else, but you're not going to find that the Father, they're not going to write, they're not going to proclaim that the Father is the one who put it there and how wonderful the Father is, because it does, this is what the sky does. It does this, this, and this, and this, and how beneficial it is to us, and how it protects us, and how it prevents the sun from coming down. We have a layer of ozone, all the stuff. It's not going to proclaim the Father's power, how mighty and awesome the Father is for His creation in that. You're not going to find that, right? So the purpose today, we're going to proclaim the Father's power, proclaim the Father's name. So simple question, why is the sky there? Ahaya, Asha, Ahaya put it there. It didn't get there any other way, okay? The one who holds all power, yes, the one who always existed, He is spirit, and He spoke everything into existence. And guess what? His mighty power brought it forth. Yes, we're proclaiming the Father's power today. We're going to proclaim His name. We're going to proclaim His power. Okay, because His mighty power brought everything that His word spoke, His power brought it into existence. Hallelujah. So, yes, and guess what? He is here. Ahaya, Asha, Ahaya. He is all power, and He is here. Okay, His breath that is in you, that breath that you breathe in, that is in you. Yeah, it holds your spirit, that breath that holds your spirit, your image, the one He gave you the day that you came out of your mother's womb. When you took your first breath, okay, that breath, okay, you took it in, okay, the first breath, you took that breath in before you let out. When you went, before you cried, you went, and then you let out a breath. Guess what? Okay, guess what? When you went, That was Ahia blowing that breath which holds an image, a spirit like his image into you. Okay? Your flesh does not comprehend or understand that image, okay, that he blew into you. Okay? Your flesh don't understand that spirit that he gave you. So where does that leave you? Where does that leave us? Okay? It leaves us with belief. Well, what part of you have to believe? We know you have flesh and we know you have spirit. So what part of you have to believe? It's your spirit. Why? Because your flesh does not comprehend that. Your flesh does not comprehend your spirit. Okay? Your flesh is darkness. If we go to John chapter 1, verse 1, we can read that. Okay, so let's go to John chapter 1, and we're going to start at verse 1. Okay? All right, let's listen. It says, in the beginning was the Word. The Word was with Yah, and Yah was the Word. Okay, you hear that? We just talked about the Word. The same was in the beginning with Yah, that's the Creator. Verse 3, all things were made by Him. By who? Him, the Word. And without Him, without who? The Word, was not anything made that was made. And then it says, verse 4, in Him, in who? The Word, was life, and the life was the light of men. What's that light? That light is a spirit. Okay, verse 5, and the light shines in darkness. So, and the light, you know, that spirit, that breath that he gave you when he blew into you, and the light, that spirit, shines in darkness, that's your flesh, and the darkness, that's your flesh, comprehended it not. Comprehended what not? Your spirits. Verse 6, there was a man sent from Yah, whose name was John. Verse 7, the same came for a witness to bear witness of the light. That's the master light, the master spirits. Okay? That all men through him, through who? The light, might believe. See what we were saying? That all men through him, through the master light, through the master spirit, through the master word, through the master power, might believe. So we were just talking about, where does that leave us? Where does that leave us? In the spirit that the Father gave us, right? It leaves us with belief. Belief in what? Belief. With what? Belief with our spirits. Belief of these excellent things, these spiritual things. He, who is John, was not that light. No, he was not the master light, but was sent to bear witness of that light. Of who? The master light, also known as Hamashiach. Okay, that is the Father's word, power, and spirit. Verse 9, that was the true light, the master light, which lights every man that comes into the world. Okay? Which lights every man that comes into the world. Verse 10, he was in the world. Who? The light, the master light. He was in the world, and the world was made by him. See? Who is him? The light, the word, the power. And the world knew him not. Knew who not? They did not know the Creator, the light, the master light. Okay? The word, the power. Verse 11, he came unto his own, and his own received him not. That's verse 11. Now, who was his own? Okay? Who is his own? His own is the portion that he chose for himself, the ones that he says, my people which are called by my name, not the ones over there right now in Israel pretending to be who they are not. They are impostures, not those people. Those are not his own, that when he said he came unto his own, okay, his own is the people that he chose as his own portion. The ones that he said, my people if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray, that's who are his own. Who else? Who would that be if it's not the ones over there calling themselves the chosen people, calling themselves the portion that Yah chose for himself? If the impostures over there in Israel, if it's not those people, then who is it? It is the one that has been prophesied about, the ones that were prophesied about, that would be taken into captivity and taken into bondage and scattered to the four corners of the earth. It is those people, okay? It is those people, those melanated people that they took from parts of West Africa and trafficked them all across the world, all over the world, send them to parts of Europe. Many of them themselves ran into parts of Africa, ran into different countries in Africa, okay, into West Africa, okay. So so those are his own, those people that were prophesied about, that it's in Bible prophecy that would happen to them. Every single thing that was written that would happen to them did happen to them, okay. Yeah. And let's go to verse 12. So those are his people who he's talking about. Verse 12, as many as received him, which is received who? The light, the word, okay, that came into this world, Hamashiach, to them gave he power to become the sons of Yah, even to them that believe on his name. What's his name? His name is his power. The creator, Ahaya Asha Ahaya, who created all things, the one who holds all power, right? So what is his name? His name is his power. How can you receive power, right? The question is, how can you receive power to become a son of Yah if you don't believe on that power? So if you don't believe on that power, that came here, how can you receive power if you don't, to become a son of Yah, if you don't believe on that power, right? So, and what is it to become a son of Yah? It is to have the Ruach, okay? It is to have Yah's Ruach living in you, Yah's spirit abiding in you, okay? And let's, verse 12. But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of Yah, even to them that believed on his name. That's the belief that we're talking about, okay? Even to them that believed on his name, and his name is his power. Okay, so we read verse 12 twice. Verse 13, which were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man. Okay, you hear it? But of Yah. Whose will? Yah's will, the Creator's will. Okay, I'm going to read it again. But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of Yah, even to them that believed on his name, which is his power, okay, which were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of Yah. Okay, so it's a different kind of birth. It's a spiritual birth because it says it's Yah's will. Okay, verse 14, and the word was made flesh and tabernacled among us, full of grace and truth. So the question is, who made the word flesh? Who made the word flesh with? Who made the word flesh? Well, there is only one creator, okay? And if we go back to the Old Testament and we read in Deuteronomy chapter 6, verses 4, we will see, okay? It says, Hear, O Yasharel, Yahuwah Elohika, Yahuwah is one. Okay, there's only one creator. And then if we go to 1 Corinthians verse 6, it says, 1 Corinthians verse 6, it says, But to us there is but one Yah, the Father, of whom are all things. Okay, so our mighty creator is one, and he is spirit, word, and power. He is Ruach, and his Ruach means spirit, and his Ruach holds his word and power. He is all power. He can do all things, okay? And guess what? He can do all things and whatever he wants. And at the same time, he is all righteous, and he is all righteous and all truth. So the question is, who made the word flesh, right? Ahaya Asha Ahaya is one, and he is all power, and he made himself flesh. Meaning, okay, listen to this. Meaning, Yahusha is not Yahuwah. Just listen, okay? Yahusha was born of a woman. He came here with his own spirit, listen up, and the Ruach of the Most High, the Creator, was also in him. Okay? Yah made his only begotten spirit, word, and power to come down here with Yahusha. Okay? Yah made his own word flesh. He made his own word flesh, meaning he made his own spirit, word, and power to come here with Yahusha, who also had his own spirit. So that is why Yahusha is called Son of Man, and then there is another who is called Son of Yah. That is the spirit Hamashiach. That Hamashiach is Son of Yah, who is Yah's only begotten word, power, and spirit that he made of himself to come down here to assist Yahusha in the mission. Okay? In the mission of death, burial, and resurrection. Okay? So, we also have to remember that Yahusha was also called Emmanuel, okay, which means Yah with us or Yah with me. Okay? So Abba Yahuwah Ahaya Asha Ahaya. If we look at it, it says, the Word was made flesh and tabernacled among us, full of grace and truth. Another thing, who is the only one full of grace and truth? Remember, today, the purpose of today is to just proclaim the Father's power and to proclaim his name. So, who is the only one full of grace and truth? Not me, not you, okay? Not flesh, but only the spirit, word, and power, who Ahaya Asha Ahaya, made of his own self to assist Yahusha in this mission. Who can do that? Who can make their own word, power, and spirit to abide in a flesh vessel, okay? Alongside the same flesh vessel that has their own word, power, and spirit. So you see what Yah did? He made his own word, power, and spirit to abide in a flesh vessel, okay? So, the only one who holds all power and who is omniscient is the only one who can do that. Our Creator, Ahaya Asha Ahaya. Let's proclaim his power. Let's proclaim his name, Ahaya Asha Ahaya. So, the purpose of this message, like I said before, it is to proclaim the Besorah. What is the Besorah? It is to proclaim, Besorah means gospel, okay? The gospel is also the power. It's to proclaim the power, to proclaim the name, to proclaim Ahaya Asha Ahaya, Ahaya Asha Ahaya's power and his name, okay? So so if you look around you, right? Look around you, and there you see the Father's power. Close your eyes, and guess what? You're going to feel the Father's power. Yep. And we live off of his power, not our own. We do not live off of our own power. Okay? For whatever we have, it is given to us by who? By the Most High Yah, by the Ahaya Asha Ahaya, by the Creator, by the Almighty One, who is from everlasting to everlasting. Ahaya Asha Ahaya. Okay? The I am that I am, the existing one. All praises, all glory, all honor, all esteem to the Most High, creator of heaven and earth and all things. And I learned something so wonderful the other day. I learned that bless means to literally, it means to kneel. So when we and when we bless the Father, when we submit and when we get low, and that's in our spirit though, like when our spirit like blesses the Father, like worships him, kneels to him, bow down to him, thank him, and just like in our when our spirit does that, when our spirit blesses the Father in such a way that he will exalt us. And to me, like for him to exalt, to me, it doesn't mean like in exalt meaning like to give us our riches and stuff like that. It means like to exalt our spirit, like when we worship and we bless the Father, like in the book of Revelation. When I read the book of Revelation, I saw that like those the 24 elders and the four beasts, they blessed the Father. They cast their crowns and they blessed him, and and now I understand what that is. Like now I understand that in blessing the Father, you have to. It's like you're submitting your spirit, like your spirit is worshiping him in such a way where like you are low, and the Father, of course the Father is all power. Like the Father is everything wonderful, everything great. I mean, to hold all power, like all you can do is just honor him and worship him and submit and just glorify and just you just like this, you're down there and he is up there and all of that. And then he will exalt you like in your spirit, just give you this lifter up, and this I guess the best word is exalt, right? When you really think about the true meaning of exalt, it's a spiritual thing. It's not a flesh thing. And I can't really put words to it because it's spiritual. At least for me it is, but let us give the Father all praises, glory, honor, esteem, and thanks. He is so magnificent and wonderful. He's all hearing, all seeing, all knowing, right? He is all understanding, all truth, all righteous. There is nothing hid from the Father. Like he is from everlasting to everlasting. He is the I am that I am. And you know what? That is the perfect way, I think, that is the perfect way to describe the Father. I am that I am. Like there's no other way. Like it's like he is the I am that I am. Like you can't get beyond that, But yeah, the Father holds all power and all might, and he's all that we have to hold on to. That's all that we can hold on to. We don't have anything else to hold on to in these wicked, evil days, because we are in that day and it is that time. And we got to hold on to the Father tight. We have to have him on our minds all the time. No matter what we're doing, he's always on the forefront of our minds. We have to. He is number one priority. Yes, we know we have to live in this world. We know we have to work. We know we have to make dinner, provide for our families. We know we have to do all of that stuff. But in all of the things that we're doing, we have to salute the Father. We have to salute his will, okay, because it's all about his will. Okay, we are walking out the Father's will. There is nothing that's happening in this world that the Father does not know about, right? At the end, his will must come forth. Yep. But yeah, my advice to everybody is to hold on to the Father. You know, don't go straying. Don't go thinking any other way or thinking a different way, like you can do something and you can take, you have the power to do this and that and whatever. No, you better hold on tight to the Father, because don't hold on. There is nothing else to hold on to. I mean, people could find whatever else it is that they want to hold on to, but there's nothing else. There's nothing else to hold on to. You better hold on to the Father with all your might. What it says is to strive to enter in at the straight gates. You have to strive. Anyway, shalom, everybody. Shalom.